right, you guys, we're out on the hunt again for another Toyota four-wheel drive. This is truck hunting 2.0. Hopefully this goes better than the last time. Where are we at right now? Fremont, and normally it is probably super roasting out here, but it is only 63 degrees right now. Beautiful day, bright and early.
It's very pretty out.
We're hoping for good stuff. Alright, you guys ready to get? Alright, so I think I've mentioned to you guys before that just hopping in some random stranger's car and all of a sudden taking it on a pretty intense drive on the highway, and especially Highway 17. It's a pretty crazy idea. I haven't checked the oil in this thing. I don't know if the cooling system works. I know nothing, but so far so good. This thing's awesome. I cannot begin to tell you how happy I am, and I think we'll be home in about 20 miles, and I can't wait. So smooth sailing so far. The temp gauge is good. We're good. I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, but this is a manual transmission, and I haven't driven a manual in years, and I haven't killed it once, so we're looking good. Continuing on. It was almost exactly 1 year ago today that I brought home a 95 Toyota T100 four-wheel drive with a 5-inch Trailmaster lift on 33s, and what an experience it was owning that thing for a few months, bringing it back to life and selling it and getting all my money back, plus some. And I knew I made a mistake when I sold that truck, and I knew in my future someday was going to be another T100, you guys. So many of my subscribers said you have got to get another T100, and today it is here, you guys. And you know what's crazy? I wasn't going to show it to you guys in this form whatsoever, and I wanted to do my reveal like on a mountaintop somewhere, really cool. But the thing is in typical Toyota Fanatics fashion, I cannot keep my hands off this thing. I am ready to rip these side steps off, and I mean like this evening, and this thing's only been in my ownership for a couple hours, so that's the reason why I wanted you guys to see it in its raw form. Look at this thing, you guys. If this thing could tell stories, if this truck could tell stories, I would love to hear what it has to say. But you guys, this is exactly what I wanted. I believe it's a 5-inch Trailmaster lift with a 3-inch body lift. So we're talking about 8 inches of lift, 35 12.5s. Well, what were 35 12.5s? They're probably about a 34 now that there's zero tread left. But you guys, look at this frame right here. I know there's people back east who are going to be like, I cannot believe the condition of this frame. As you guys can tell, there's overspray on the headlight, there's overspray on the bumper. I mean, I'm telling you, this thing is just a mismatch, wacky. I got it for a fantastic price. I drove it 55 miles home. I had to drive it over Highway 17. Ran absolutely flawless. This thing is a 5-speed manual. I haven't driven a stick shift in years. Just jumping in a truck this big, that's a manual. And look at this thing, you guys. This is a plexiglass back window. The good thing is all the gaskets still there, so I'm just gonna put a rear slider back in. I think this was someone's just quick fix. But yeah, it came with a free pine cone, free 7-Up bottle. It's pretty sweet. So where do we even begin, you guys? It is a 1997 with significantly less miles than my 95 had. Like I said, Trailmaster lift. You know, I haven't really had a chance to climb all over this thing. This was one of those things where I said, you can see that CV boots torn right there. We're gonna have to address that. And everything's kind of been spray painted, it looks like, at some point here recently, which I don't think it was covering up any rust, because you can just tell. Oh, look at this, like a string in the paint. You can just tell that there's no serious rust. I mean, you guys saw the frame. This thing never had a history of rust. You know, I think it was just that the undercarriage just looked dirty and old. This makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Both sides, the mud flaps are like folded up. Again, this is what I was telling you guys, because I'm gonna handle this real soon. I'm gonna take these off, and I'm gonna take these off. As you guys can tell, it needs new tires, and I mean drastically. I didn't realize how hard it was gonna be to get a hold of the new 35 12.5 15s. I already have some tires on the way. Unfortunately, they're not BFG KO2s. We're going with an all new tire. Those should be here soon. And let's go ahead and take a look inside. A manual So ever since the 3-inch body lift was put on, they never, ever once did the extension for the, to make up for it. So it's never been in 4-wheel drive. One time 4-wheel drive does work, but it hasn't been used since the body lift was on. Do I care it has a body lift? Not really. It just had the seat covers on the bottom, and it made me wonder what is underneath here. And you guys, what is underneath here is just beautiful. That's okay, but I mean, look at this right here. That's okay. That's okay. The driver's side is not nearly as good. We have a super old school Pioneer deck, some infinity tweeters. Supposedly there's an amp under this back seat. I haven't even looked. Okay, what do we got here? We got some sandpaper and a Coke bottle. Look at this, you guys. What is that? Oh, gross. Okay, so it has that, and it also has a Sony Explode speaker that someone just stuck right in there, but original carpet, I believe. God, the headliner is in fantastic condition. You know, this truck is so weird. I was telling my wife a little while ago, it is like a total piece of junk and an absolute gem, all in one. I mean, you know, you can tell it was taken care of and loved. There was a CD and a mask I found here. You can tell it was taken care of and it was loved at points in its life. You know, these are original glass. The windshield is new. There is a little bit of damage right here. I'm totally okay with that. Drop hitch, another hitch here. I mean, this license plate looks like it went through a wood chipper or something. Tailgate works. It's a little rough. But again, clear coat issues. I actually really like this color. I believe the first year of this color was 97. There's no lights on the dashboard. Runs super good. I haven't driven a big old T100 lifted manual, but I'm pretty sure the clutch is pretty damn worn out. It's releasing way down at the beginning, down by the floor down there. The e-brake works fantastic. No lights on the dashboard, so I would say that this airbag would probably work. You know, I doubted it in the 95 that I had, but this one, I'm gonna say the airbag will probably work. And somebody added in aftermarket cruise control at some point, but it is a DX. But if you guys remember, for 95 it had the big thing in the back that said DX, but 97s they don't have that. Yeah, I only got one key that came with it. Like I said, I drove this thing 55 miles and this thing just handled it. I believe these tires are like 17 years old. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the 13th week of 04. So I'm pretty sure these things are 17 years old. And I went on a little road trip with those tires. When we went and picked it up from the dude's house today, the battery was dead in it. So he had this other battery sitting around, 4 of 21. I mean, it's brand new. I asked him if he had jumper cables so we could connect them, because we didn't want to swap them out, or I don't even know what. And he just picked up the battery and touched the terminals to the one in the truck. I've never seen a move like that before. But it was pretty cool. So then he just said, hey, you know what, you can just keep this battery, but it's not the right group. I just did a little bit of research and it kind of said that you want to stick with the right battery for the right vehicle. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go get another one, but tires are on the way. This thing needs a lot of love, but I just want to show it to you guys before I start ripping these running boards and mud flaps off, and I'm gonna Lysol wipe the steering wheel. But just right off the bat, I need to deal with that back window back there. I'd like to get a slider back in there, and yeah, just a bunch of little things. This thing is so cool though. This skid plate right here is cool. I remember seeing these. They were always like brushed aluminum in the early 90s on trucks everywhere, and I just thought it was the best. So you guys leave a comment down below, let me know what you think, and look forward to tons of videos doing tons of cool stuff to and with this truck. So much better is that. Took off those hideous flaps and those side steps. All right, you guys, that was just a quick intro video, introduce you guys to the new T100, and couldn't be happier. Anyways, if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe, drop a like, and stay tuned for more great videos. There's gonna be a ton coming. All right, see you guys later. Peace.